that the most frustrating performance of your team so far?
Yeah, I think so. I think we started the game quite well. Big chances, fantastic clearance off the line from Alfredo early in the game, and then really good team move. We see Fashion Sakala go through one-on-one with the goalie. Borna hits the post, and then Nico gets in and shoots when maybe he should give the ball to Malik for a simple tap-in. So you go in at half-time being dominant. You know, Aberdeen was struggling really to get a foothold in the game, but you know what the second half can bring. The first goal is obviously a bit of a freak goal, and then I didn't really like our reaction for 10 or 15 minutes. I thought we reacted poorly. I thought one or two started taking extra touches. I thought Aberdeen pressed down well on us. Obviously kept playing forward and pressing down and played pressure football. I thought we have to stay in the game in that moment. We have to defend that far post better. In the build-up, there might have been a foul, but we've got to play on and we've got to do our jobs, because after that, there'll be chances. And there was. We had another big chance with Rabbi. We have a huge chance with James as well. So we come as an away team today and have 6 massive opportunities. We take none. So we have to take our medicine and go down the road and push it to one side and focus on next week.
It's the first time the team hasn't scored under your tenure. I mean, that must be the frustrating thing.
Well, in every game we play, we've missed more chances than we've taken, regardless of how many goals we've scored. We're a team that's been quite wasteful, and you'd always say that it's better to create chances. That's a good sign, but you have to take them. And as an away team today, how dominant we were at times, we have to take our chances in terms of possession and territory. I thought, what did I think about Aberdeen? They defended resolutely. Everyone was committed. They pressed quite hard. No more committed than us, but they pressed quite hard all around the pitch. The fans were up. I thought it was a difficult game to referee second half. There was a hell of a lot of stoppages in the game, and ultimately we got done today. We got done.
So you can't be as wasteful as that next week. Is that what the message to the players?
Yeah, but it's a completely different game.
You were saying that you didn't like the reaction to that first goal, the free goal. Did that surprise you, given the fact you've not dropped points to anyone against Celtic? Did it surprise you, the reaction of your players?
No, what I mean is I didn't like reaction in terms of we started rushing a little bit in possession, and it's not something I want to see from the team. We have to just keep playing and believing in our style, and chances will come. I think it's a foul when we break out, but we stop a little bit. The ball goes wide. I expect us to defend the far post. We've got 2v1 at the far post, and we don't. And then we find ourselves 2-0 down, and we're now really chasing. And as I say, again, we put Rabbi in front of the goalkeeper. Tav has a chance from 6 or 7 yards out. The keeper makes a good save. So over the game today, it was about who imposed their style on each other, on the other team more. I still think that 70% of the game we were the team that imposed the style, but you have to take your chances. The game's won in the boxes, and the freak goal at the start of the second half, obviously they got their towels up, and as I say, in that moment you stay in the game, you don't concede again, you compose yourself and you go and create chances. We defended the second goal poorly.
Does this damage confidence ahead of next weekend at all?
No, I think it's the reality of Scottish football for some players. I think Aberdeen look like they're back to their old self, if you like, under Derek. Quite front foot, quite aggressive in the way they play. You could see what it meant to them at the end, and that's fine. You know, it's a rivalry. You could see what it meant to them to get the win, and I think it's a warning sign for us going into next year. We've gone away from home and blew quite a few teams away, but next year that sort of result will be hugely damaging to us. So it's an eye opener for one or two players. And the lesson for the team is, when you get the opportunities that we had today, you have to take them in any game of football against any opponent, but certainly here.
Do you expect a reaction next week?
Well, I think next week will just take care of itself, because it's a huge game. It's a derby. Our team hopefully will be different by one or two players as well, but it's a complete different way the game will be played.
You still hope to try and go to Wayne Kent next week?
Yeah, Scott Wright trained yesterday. Nico Raskin passed the fitness test on his ankle to play, so once we got to sort of the certain part of the game, you're thinking, okay, we'll take him out. You're hoping that one or two will be back. I'll know more by the time you do the press later in the week.